Hello, and welcome to the Veteran Hands Network podcast. I'm a veteran and American Legion. I'm former Army Specialist Marshall Moss, and on this veteran podcast, we will discuss veteran struggles, challenges, accomplishments, and success, including health. So, let's get started. Today, we're just going to talk about what we've been talking about, the pandemic. It's still going on. It's ravishing everywhere. COVID-19 is ravishing here and there. But we want you all to continue to stay safe. All of my veterans that are attending any of the Veteran Administration hospitals throughout the United States, they're still asking that you arrive 15 minutes prior to your scheduling appointment, where you'll be screened for your COVID-19. Make sure you don't have a cold or any flu-like symptoms or what have you. And then you'll be sent to your area. And they ask you not to wander through the hospital. You know, there's limited visitation at this time, if at all. So therefore, please continue to stay safe. We're almost about to see light at the end of the tunnel, but not just yet. So we're going to ask all of you all to stay safe. Keep your loved ones and family members safe from the COVID-19, because it's still ravishing. It's still taking our people under. Still, individuals are being suppressed to the pandemic. But I've noticed that all of my veterans that have been moving around the United States, I was at Lambert Field over the weekend for travel, and I noticed that my active service duty members, they were having their masks on, they were moving all about, they were moving to various duty stations and what have you, but they all had their face covered on. I was glad to see that. It makes a great difference. If we're going to get to this thing, we have to get to it, the end, together. So stay safe, continue to monitor your family, your loved ones and friends. Please, veterans, do a buddy system check on your other ones. Our National Guard members, you've been doing a great thing, kicking it out, providing COVID-19 vaccinations throughout the United States. Our National Guard service members, thank you all so much for your service. And now, you know, we have another new addition to our COVID-19 vaccination. We had the Moderna, the Pulsar, and now we have Johnson & Johnson. I'm glad they came out with a vaccination, and that's going to move us forward so we'll be able to get back to normal as soon as possible. I know a lot of us, including myself, wants to get back to normal, but we can't get back to normal until we got a majority of our people vaccinated. Not only our service members, but civilians as well. All of us have to do the same thing moving forward to get ourselves back to the norm. However, it's going to take an uphill battle, because a lot of our blacks that were apprehensive about taking the vaccination, they seem to be coming around now. And I'm glad of that, because now we see that no one's cooking. So if you haven't had a chance to get registered, or you haven't had a chance to get your shot, now is the time to get registered so that you can be vaccinated as well. We're going to get back to normal, but we can't unless we all do our part. And I'm trying my best every day to do just that. You know what happened to me this week? I had my mask on, my face covered, and I had it on. But I was with a family gathering. And after the gathering, later on that night, and I went to a few stores and what have you, and I had my mask on, but I caught a cold. I caught a head cold. Man, my nose was running. I was sneezing and stuff. I got up in the morning, I was like, oh, my throat feels sore. Then I started thinking, oh, I got COVID-19. Oh, I got COVID-19. Then I said, why don't you calm down? You already had your shot. Well, let's have one shot. But that wasn't sufficient. I got to get the second shot. And still, I'm trying to continue to stay masked up as I move out and go about. Even though I've had one shot, I'm still continuing to wear my mask. And if you haven't had one shot, get registered as soon as possible. Don't take it for granted, because now Johnson & Johnson, they put out some more vaccine that's going to move us further to the lighted tunnel. At the end, we're going to be at normalcy again. So therefore, if you haven't got registered, do so that you can get vaccinated as soon as possible. We want to keep all of our family and loved ones vaccinated as well. So do your part to see if you can get yourself vaccinated, and then all those loved ones around you, get them vaccinated as well. Continue to march forward together. Together we can get this done. So I'm so glad a lot of my brothers and sisters that was apprehensive about taking the vaccine have decided that they would. And if you haven't got registered, please do so. Don't be the last one in the line, because you run out of time, and then they be talking about, oh, we ain't got no vaccination down here. We ain't got no vaccination over here. But you should have got registered right away. Don't wait till it's too late. And then you'll be needing it. Then you'll be wanting it. Or then you then got it, the COVID-19. And now you land in the hospital on the respirator. Don't do that to yourself, brothers and sisters. Let's get registered and get in line and get vaccinated. I wait for my second dose on March 12th. I ain't clucking. One of my friends and comrades, Dwight Shaw, he'll be going this Tuesday on the 8th. And I want to see it, all of you that can, at Grand Hall getting your vaccination as well. So please do your part. Stay safe. And remember, if it is to be, it's up to me. And that's what you have to say. Get registered and get your family members registered as well. Wait a minute. I'm talking a lot. You know, all veterans love Coke. On every post, wherever you go in the United States, on every post, I guarantee you, you're going to find veterans drinking Coke. It's the real thing. You know, I'm so glad that I didn't get the COVID-19 by being in gatherings. And you, if you're going to be in gatherings, make sure you double mask or mask up in general. One mask, two masks, it's okay. Now, one of my beautiful friends, well, she's not my friend, but she's fine, Miss Wendy Williams, a talk show host. She says she's not taking no vaccination at all. So are you going to be like Wendy Williams and not take a vaccination? Or are you? You don't have the resources that Wendy Williams have. And I don't either. But maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Well, anyway, I'm telling you, whether you on Wendy Williams status or not, get vaccinated as soon as possible. That's what I'm pushing today. I want to get all my brothers and sisters, all my service members on active duty. I want to get all of us registered and our family members as well. This time I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, our special sponsors, ML King Tire Shop, Marlon Pruitt. Thank you, Marlon. Ronald L. Ronald Jones Cremation Service in Chapel over on West Florissant. Thank you, Ronald Jones. And now I'm going to just ask you to do one thing as well. Push the subscribe button to the Veteran Hands Network podcast so you can be in tune to what we're doing here at the Network Center. We got a lot of upcoming guests. I said vest. I'm thinking about vest, soda, and Coke. I think I need some more Coke anyway. How about that? Push the subscribe button again so we can get all of you in tune and informed on what we're doing here at the Network Center for our veterans. We're going to be moving forward. When we get back to normal, we're going to be starting back our card parties, our monthly card parties. We're going to start back our support groups. And we're going to start our outreach more and more. We're doing our canned good food outreach for our veterans now here at the Network Center. So I ask you to push the subscribe button to the Veteran Hands Network podcast to be informed with upcoming stand downs from the VA. And you know, at the stand downs, they give away clothes, toiletries, foods. They always have some kind of networking where you can network with other business resources and get job employment. You know, they have food giveaways. They do blood testing. They do diabetic testing. And brothers, we need to get our prostate checked. It's time if you're over 40, 50, prostate cancer check. They be having all those facilities for you right there at stand downs for the veterans. So whatever facility they're at, they have all representatives to help you move forward. And we'll be giving out that information here on the podcast as well. And also, upcoming guests. I'm going to be having some upcoming guests. I'm glad to have had our first two guests already. And I'm checking with them. They're not clucking. Dr. McDonald from the VA Hospital. Rufus Shannon from the American Legion. They were our first two guests here at the Network Center. And our upcoming guest is the Patriotic Honor Guards. They drive the motorcycles for the honorary service for our veterans down to Jeffersonburg. They come in, boy, they looking real strong. Jeff, you and the Patriotic Guards, hats off, we salute you. Thank you for all that you do. And I'm looking forward to having Jeff and some of the other patriotic riders to come down to the Network Center for our upcoming podcast. And also from the Air Force, we have our Honor Guard Karen Mitchell. She's going to be coming down. She's going to show us how to do the flag. My friend Mark called me. He said, Marshall, I have a flag for my father and I want to take it out and show it, but I don't know how to fold it back up. I said, Mark, I'll help you, brother, but we got to get you a new flag. His flag was all faded to glory. I'm afraid that if we unfold it, it's going to disintegrate, just fall apart. So we will be showing you how to take Old Glory and fold her properly. So I have a note here. It says, Dear Marshall, I hope this note brightens your day a little. Not everyone has had the same experience in the military, but I have found that most veterans understand one another regardless. Those connecting bonds made me feel like I belong. In fact, I appreciate the chance to write to you. You are one more connection for me. Thank you, Mario. I'm glad to be a connection for you and all of our veterans. I don't mind advocating for our veterans because I want us to all move forward and be empowered and be informed. I have some more resources number for you. Crisis support for veterans. Call 1-800-273-8255. And for counseling and peer support, call 1-877-927-8387. I know a lot of you all need peer support And we're going to start our peer support group at the Network Center very soon after we get back to normalcy, because we're looking forward to us coming together and moving forward. Again, I'm Marshall Moss. I'm a veteran and I'm American Legion. And I'd like to thank all of my veterans and servicemen at large for your service. Thank you. And goodbye for now.